Malcolm X, El-Hajj Malik Shabazz, probably, along with Martin Luther King, are the two greatest beloved figures among African Americans. Would you agree? Name two others who are as beloved as Martin Luther King and Malcolm. Martin Luther King, we have his holidays. I think it's holiday next Monday, in fact. I think, right? Monday, right? And all you got to do, and I went there 2 days ago to the Schomburg Library. By the way, it's a very good library, 135th Street and Malcolm X Boulevard. You're never going to forget. 135th Street and what? Malcolm X Boulevard. Streets named after Malcolm. Colleges named after Malcolm. Institutions named after Malcolm. Why? Beloved. Musa, I didn't see one street named after you yet. Maybe. Ali, I didn't see it yet. Saeed, maybe. Maybe one day. Not yet. All right. Now, so Malcolm X, Elijah Muhammad. Did I put his name, Elijah Muhammad? Let me take a couple of minutes with Elijah Muhammad. The Nation of Islam began in 1930 in Detroit, Michigan. Began 1930 in Detroit, Michigan. It was began by a man named W.D. Muhammad, Wallace Fard Muhammad. Wallace Fard Muhammad. Assalamu alaikum, Shaykh. Alhamdulillah, how you doing? Allah Akbar. The Nation of Islam began in Detroit, Michigan by a man named Wallace Fard Muhammad, who said, I was born in Mecca. And he came and he was selling silks to the people, to the African Americans. He started that group in 1930. He attracted a few followers. One of the followers he attracted was a man named Elijah Poole. Elijah Poole. Poole. P-O-O-L-E. He attracted a man named Elijah Poole. He was attracting African Americans. One of the people attracted a guy named Elijah Poole. And Wallace Fard started teaching what he called was Islam. And he was telling Elijah Poole and these people that you are special people. You are gods. You're the gods of the planet. Black people are gods. And he started to teach this message. 1934, Wallace Fard Muhammad, called sometimes W.F. Muhammad, mysteriously disappears. He tells Elijah Muhammad, you don't need me anymore. You don't need me anymore. And he disappears. Nobody knows. Where's Fard Muhammad? Where's Fard Muhammad? No one knows. He disappears. And then all of a sudden, Elijah Muhammad starts to teach who that person was, because some people come into the meetings, coming to learn about this thing called Islam. 1934. He disappeared in 1934. I'm sorry? No, 1930. In 1930. 1930. 1930. And then Elijah Muhammad all of a sudden started teaching that that person who disappeared, W.D. Muhammad, actually is God in person. Yes, he started teaching that Fard Muhammad is God in person, and I am his messenger. I am the messenger of God. Blasphemy, right? Huh? As a Muslim, you are like, oh my God, blasphemy, right? Yes, of course, of course. And then he starts to teach about what Islam is all about. Why? Remember, in this class, we're not going to argue the intention. We leave that with Allah. Good intention, bad intention, we leave that to Allah. But what we will do is we will judge what he said and the effects of what he said. And why did they have the impact on the African Americans the way it did? Why did it have the impact on Malcolm X? Why did it have the impact on Jeffrey 12X? Who's Jeffrey 12X? All right. All right. Why did it have the impact on Louis Farrakhan? Why did it have the impact on Muhammad Ali? Why did it have the impact on Wallace Muhammad? Who's Wallace Muhammad? The son of Elijah Muhammad. We're going to talk about that. Because you're going to find out, in my opinion, one of the major figures in this country or in Islam is this man called Wallace Muhammad, and he changed his name to Wallace Muhammad, and I'm going to explain why, inshallah. Now, let me tell you something about the theology. I was in the Nation of Islam from 1969 to 1981. 6 years under Elijah Muhammad. And 6 years under his son, Imam Warith Uddin Muhammad. Now we come into Malcolm. I'm trying to put everything. I'm trying to give you some perspective. I don't want you to just talk about Malcolm without giving you any perspective. I want to see what was happening in Malcolm when Malcolm was in prison. What was happening to his mind when he heard the teachings of Elijah Muhammad? What was going on in his mind? What was going on in the mind of African Americans? Yes.
Like in the movie, he learned of the Nation of Islam from a guy. Right?
Not a dude, huh? Actually, he learned it from his brother.
I think somebody came and told him in person.
Yeah, no, that was true. And I think in the movie talked about his brother. If I recall, it did mention his brother, I think, in the movie.
In the movie, it doesn't mention his brother.
It doesn't mention his brother at all? Okay. Okay, good. Then you're right. Now, I was in the Nation of Islam under Elijah Muhammad for 6 years, and listen to me. Listen to me. I never made salat, not even once. How can you be a Muslim for 6 years and not make salat once? Did they pray in the Nation of Islam? Did they make salat? No. What's the difference? The Prophet, peace and blessing be upon him, said, Sallu kama ra'aytumuni usalli. Pray as you see me pray. That means that if you're going to pray, the first thing you got to do, you got to turn toward the Qibla. You got to pray toward the Kaaba. You got to pray toward Mecca. And if you don't pray toward Mecca, if you don't pray in the right direction, that's the first thing you got to do. That's the prerequisite. It's a shurut of salah. It's